ये बाहर क्या लिखते हैं ये डेली?
के अंदर जाना सख्त मना है। यहाँ पे फिर रेट वगैरह लिखते हैं, सब जो चीज़ें से
अच्छा, जो चीज़ें बेचने के लिए अवेलेबल हैं रेट भी लिख देते हैं। बहुत बढ़िया।
ये करौंदा लगा हुआ है।
कहाँ?
ये
अच्छा, ये करौंदा होता है।
अच्छा लूबिया।
चप्पल यहाँ उतार दें क्या?
नहीं नहीं, दूसरे को नहीं मना करते, खुद खोलने का हुआ है। खेत से बाहर खोल लेंगे जब। करो प्लीज। मैं नहीं करो प्लीज प्लीज। कोई मैं कर देना ना प्लीज। जिन्होंने फिट है जिन्होंने घटने लग गया वा साढ़े वर्गे सोचते घट जावे वो घट नहीं गया।
क्या वो साइकिल वास्ते साइकिल का
मैं जाके साइकिल ला बता दीजिए, फिर वो लेके आए सी, मैं कहा चल नाल रख के ले चलना।
नहीं मैं जस्पल भेजा।
हाँ जी
मैं जाना सवेरे मैं चाहिए साइकिल
उत्थे बारिश कितना जी चंडीगढ़?
मैं काम खुश हो गया सवेरे जब निकल गया शुरू हो गया बड़ा मोटा।
अच्छा
बाकी
रोकड़ तो मैं कर आंटी ठीक है जी?
आंटी ठीक है, पता नहीं चाची वापस जाएंगे पर नया सब कुछ रखना पड़ेगा खुद।
अच्छा जी, किस तरह की है डैडी जी?
क्योंकि फ्लूइड है फ्लोरेजी बोलते
हर जगह आंदे पिंडा 3-4 दिन पहले मिले, इन्होंने अफसोस से आई सी। सुनना ठीक, बोलते ठीक, खाना ठीक, सेंस पूरी बिल्कुल ओके, और मेमोरी सारी बिल्कुल अप टू डेट।
लंगड़े आम का प्रसाद।
वैसे जब गिर जाते साथ लागे
फिर थोड़ा लगड़े मैंने कहते जो डिग जाते जो ऊपर से गिर जाते हैं लगड़े हैं तो चोट लग जाती है।
अच्छा
इसलिए लगड़े हो जाते हैं।
वाह जी वाह।
थोड़ी काफी ठंडी हो गई
जी। कॉफी
ये मुंडा इतना ही सीगा जी।
कौन मुंडा? हाँ ये तो फोटो था,
76 वही
फोटो है।
बुढ़ा नहीं हो गया।
हाँ बुढ़ा नहीं है, पार्ले जी खांदा नहीं थे, बुढ़ा नहीं है।
पनीर के
हाँ पनीरी
ले तो गया हूँ बिजाई वास्ते
जे हूँ
कहता जसपाल 2 किलो पालो
हूँ चाहिए तो पनीरी।
हाँ थोड़े दिन और हाँ बस
5-4 दिन
लगा देंगे और तक कोई वाली तैयार नहीं है।
नहीं 5-4 दिन तो मैं पनीरी अरेंज कर
2 कनल चाहिए था बस
मिल जाएगा
ते थोड़ा
थोड़ी चाहिए
ਉੱਤੇ भी ऊपर भी थोड़ा ठीक कराएंगे, थोड़ा बिजाई कराएंगे रास्ते बीच कोई
हो जाएगा जी। तो वो अगले 5-4 दिन में पनीरी अरेंज कर दूँगा।
अच्छा ये वाला बाद लगा देंगे थोड़ा ऊपर पूरा छोटा प्लॉट
कोई नहीं
तैयारी होंगी और पासे नहीं है।
बासमती को कौन कौन तंग करते हैं? बासमती
ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਫਸਲਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਜਾਨਵਰ? मोर
मोर मुर्गी जल मुर्गिया जंगली मुर्गिया क्योंकि और पासे नहीं है थे
जी,
फिर कुदरती पहुंच जाओगे
कुदरती
नहीं तो तैयारी होंगी
जी जी
ते इस करके पहले बिजाई कर दे पर 2-3 किले गाल ज़्यादा नुकसान होगा फिर कोई फायदा नहीं, फिर भी ज़मीन वेले नहीं होंगी जल्दी। कहते होना चाहिए हर साल प्लानिंग मैप दसना किहड़ी फसल जे जीरी कनक बिजाई करते प्लानिंग कोई तकलीफ नहीं है असि बड़ा किले कई बार लास्ट मिनट डिसाइड करते पानी अवेलेबल लेबर अवेलेबल बीज अवेलेबल सब कुछ देखना पैना इस तरह से चलता था
लास्ट ईयर कुछ स्टूडेंट आ गए सर
अच्छा जी
चंडीगढ़ से तो बात करने लगे ऐसे कि
कितनी पर यूनिवर्सिटी और स्टार्ट अ न्यू ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन
जी जी जी
हाँ दसो जी गल ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਗੋਬਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ
He asked for many technical questions which we should have had done some homework, you know, about figures, about seed ratio, कितना पैसे मिलते हैं कई फसल लेते भी है कच्ची हल्दी जसपाल तो में 10,000 ऊपर आ गया कच्ची हल्दी तो ठीक है पर सानू पता बड़ा मोटा लोग रोज आते
जी
ते वो असी we don't keep full record of
जी
कितना निकल गुड़ भी नो हाउ मेनी
जी
क्विंटल ने 15 क्विंटल सब तो ज़्यादा ही निकल गया इसमें
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ
पर वो पूछते हैं ज़्यादा टेक्निकल क्वेश्चंस विच आई एम नॉट कैपेबल ऑफ आंसरिंग कितना तेल भी चाहिए है किला वास्ते ट्रैक्टर सारा राकेश बड़ा मोटा कुछ जानकारी भी कहना भी केड़ी भी इंप्लीमेंट भी यूज़ कर दे जे खड़ा यूज़ कर दे जिस हाल यूज़ कर दे फर्क होगा एंड सो दे आस्क आल्सो इवन डांगरे कितना गोबर देंगे
जितना पट्टे डाल दो उतना देते हैं कम चारा डालोगे तो कम देंगे ज़्यादा चारा तो ज़्यादा देंगे
And those girls were not from obviously farming background, but they had a list and they had to. They had to.
अच्छा जी कोई गल नहीं वापस भेज देंगे यहीं आएंगे ना जब
ठीक है मैं वहाँ से
ठीक है भेज दो
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਠੋ ਮੈਂ ਭੇਜ
कोई नहीं वो भेज देंगे
Though I have a farming background,
जी
I always believe in organic farming, but I had to grow crops which I was not familiar with. So
Yeah.
also we get books from the university, guidance, local guidance, jankari from local people, and then we after that we have our own methods, and then we can improve and we can experiment also. कि फसल भी पहले थोड़ा बिजाई करता देखने वास्ते कि किस तरह चलता फिर बिजाई कराएंगे जिस सही चलता एंड सो दिस इज एवरीथिंग फार्मर कैन नॉट से हैव फुल नॉलेज ऑफ फार्मिंग एंड फूड आई डोंट रियली लाइक इट बट एज अ जम नींबू रस मीठा करना
या
एंड देन इट बिकम्स व्हाट इज
after so many years when he visited me after at least 18-19 years
Yes.
and he told me that I am from that area and I then connected with you he
Okay.
said कि we work with him then I had a desire to meet you and last time in Yatra we came to you
That's right, yes.
yeah
Anybody who is genuine, I am always happy. Sevagram Ashram in Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
I spent 1 month there
okay
in 1980.
80
It was my second visit to India. And they had started organic farming only on the land which was providing food for the ashram.
yeah
So we had organic food there. And there was a man there, he told me, said if you're interested to stay, because I told him this is what I believe we should be doing organic farming. He said we want to increase organic farming on all the land
okay
which is attached to this area. And he said if you want we can arrange for a visa to stay. And I had other plans at that time. I was going to travel by boat, which I did from Madras to Penang,
Penang.
Malaysia.
On boat?
By boat.
by boat
It was a French boat bought by the Indian government,
okay
and I traveled by boat from Madras to Penang.
Penang
And then I traveled by bus after that from Malaysia to Singapore. Then I flew to New Caledonia, which is a French territory, and they sent me back to France. Because there was a canon that the French national had to get a return ticket back to France.
okay
I said, I'm not planning to go to France, I'm planning to go to Australia. They said, do you have your visa for Australia? I said, no, I'm going to apply. I said, how do you know you will get a visa? I said, I'm going to apply. And then I had friends who were also, who had written to me, they were going to, I was invited basically. So they said, you have half an hour to buy a new ticket. That's a full fare ticket.
half an hour
Yeah, and it was a full fare ticket, very costly, from New Caledonia back to France. And the ticket I had was from Singapore to New Caledonia, Sydney, Australia, and Auckland, New Zealand. So I was very happy. It was also very reasonable price, and but non-refundable, non-reroutable. So the police told me you have that choice, otherwise you go back to France. And I said, if I refuse to go back, they said we will get you on the plane. So I was sent back to Paris. They lost my luggage. I landed there with halke kapde, thand kafi si. And then the police told me that they were not allowed to put a stamp on your passport. I had been deported. Deported from a French territory as a French national. So that was I had plans to go to those places. And I landed in France, lucky for the Great Peking. So my father had received a postcard from Singapore saying that I'm happy, I got cheap ticket, I'm going to fly to New Caledonia. And अगले दिन पहुंच गया with no luggage, just shirt and then my luggage was sent back later on, and they wanted me to refund it, to pay for the ticket. I told the police, if you send me back, I'm not going to pay for this ticket. And then in the end, they agreed not to charge for the ticket, and the luggage was sent 2-3 months later.
Okay.
But then it must have traveled
Around the world.
Then they came back. So I had other things, because there were many things, like my diary was there and so many important things. So they sent the luggage, and my father was in Greece at by then. And my father told me, you should now let them, you don't have to pay for your ticket. The luggage has been returned, you should now not argue with them, because I told them I was going to write about the company. It was a French company which is no longer in but I said I'm going to write about it and get publicity about what you are doing. And the ministry agreed that there was misinformation in the French embassy, because I was informed by the French embassy in Delhi. He was Indian, he spoke French very well. He said, no, he said, you're a French national, it's a French territory. But I came to know, even it is a French territory, there's a rule that there was some movement for independence. I was sympathetic to that movement. Native people, they're known as Kanak. They are the native people of New Caledonia.
Kanak.
Yes. They're known as Kanak here.
Okay.
So sounds like they are fighting for, now they had elections, but the French government brought many immigrants from other places, from other French territories, French nationals. So when there is election, they don't have the majority. But there was some fighting at that time. And I remember at Gandhiji Ashram, they told me, if you support that movement, use non-violence. See what is available. But anyway, I didn't land it, but that was my plan to travel. But they told me we can arrange for a visa. And I said, well, my experience of Indian farming, he said, the principle is the same, crop rotation and all that, and you can give guidance to people here. So we can arrange, Indira Gandhi was in power at that time.
Okay.
Said we can arrange for a visa for you if you are interested. They would have arranged for a visa for me to stay at the ashram and to help with organic farming. So I was a young man at that time.
76.
No, that was my second visit. It was in 1980.
1980.
1980. So, but 76 I landed in.
Last time you told that you traveled by road.
That's right. That was in 76,
Yeah.
and 77 was my return.
Okay.
So I visited. I told Suprit. 77 I was in Dwarka, all those places. Porbandar भी देख के आ सकते.
77 I was born.
अच्छा, okay.
77?
I wrote to Supriti when I said I was 20, almost 20 years young at that time. Not old, young.
Younger.
Yeah, we can sit over there.
बाहर एसी है, अंदर नहीं है।
हाँ,
यहाँ एक वो जगह थी ना, लंका बोलते थे, लंका
ओ आगे
आगे।
ऐसे ही ये तो हमारे गांव को ये सब भाग में
आगे मिला आपके गाँव को।
हाँ जी।
वाह जी वाह, नाइस प्लेस, ग्रेट सर।
I traveled by bus actually. Twice I crossed the Khyber Pass.
Khyber Pass.
From first time when I came, it was in '76. I traveled from Kabul to Peshawar by
Yeah.
bus through the Khyber Pass. Now it would be impossible. And on the way back, I stopped near Chitral.
Chitral.
There are valleys there where they are known as Kalash. They were
Kailash people.
They are descended from Greeks.
Greeks.
Probably, or if not Greeks, they were soldiers from northern Greece who had come, who were with
Stayed.
Alexander the Great. They must intermarry with local
Yeah.
people, and they have many women
Features.
with blue eyes, blonde hair. They
Yes,
look
yes.
like Europeans.
Yeah.
And they are not Muslim. They have their own religion, their own customs.
And they have very good age. They live long.
Yes, that area, and that is Hunza.
Hunza Valley.
Many people live 100 years.
100 years.
Old. The hair is pure. Pani is rich in
Minerals.
and सब कुछ is basic food is pure also.
किस जगह जी हमला?
Hunza Valley.
Hunza Valley.
Hunza Valley.
Hunza Valley.
Swarg.
हाँ जी. And that I've seen documentaries. That Shangri-La also, it is believed that it was a place like heaven in that area.
Yes.
I just saw actually yesterday. I stayed at home, so here I'm darshaning. When I go to Chandigarh, I'm relaxing.
Yeah.
So I watched that documentary about that Shangri-La, and there is an American. He visited those places first, those Kailash valleys in New Chitral. Then he went further up, and he saw a monastery. And it is believed that there was a place, but it is more imagination, I
Yeah.
think, than facts. But the people are very hospitable, and they are Muslim, but not Qatar.
Yes.
type. They are quite liberal. Women are also have more authority there than other places.
Yeah.
I've seen documentaries and very interesting. All these things, that horses and games and all that, it originated
From there.
कुछ फ्रेंच भी बोलना है जी थोड़ा फिर पैक कर देंगे वो मारिया पुल भी चले जाएगा
अच्छा
भाई लोग तो
कोई
पहले
कोई नहीं. हाँ.
कोई भी थोड़ा बोल दो
They are, they have seen quite a few already.
Okay.
Some other documentaries even made in French. They have seen in the past.
No.
Now I have got, thanks to Narish's brother, we have that MP4.
Okay.
Before I didn't have any connection, I used to tell people my wife and Wi-Fi are in Chandigarh. Without Wi-Fi, I cannot receive emails, and my wife doesn't allow me to receive females. That was my joke before. Now I cannot make this joke anymore because I've got connection.
only read book ji not Facebook
No, I'm not into social media.
ये बिल्कुल नहीं
But many people have come and they also came to know many things have been written on.
सुधीर जी ये
हाँ,
उनको पता है क्या? अच्छा अच्छा.
Many things about me, and people tell me, oh, I said I just saw something on Facebook. The people, only does they, and they publish it, and then people know about it. And churi, chupke, नमस्ते जी.
शांति
बैठो.
सर आपका मैंने कौन सी थी वो बुक भूल गया मैं. आज से करीब 15-17 साल पहले आपका लेख आया हुआ था कादम्बनी बुक भी मैंने घर पे संभाल के रख रखी है.
हाँ.
कादम्बनी में लेख आया था आपका.
अच्छा, एक इंटरव्यूज.
Yes.
जी.
एक हिंदी.
Yeah. Magazine. In the magazine.
ठीक है.
आज
And
They were
10 साल हुए हैं.
from Haryana.
जी.
They have written about.
He belongs to a community which is famous for preserving environment.
Okay.
Bishnoi community.
ठीक है.
And there is a story that कितने साल पहले अपर्णा 550 years ago there was a king in Jodhpur.
Okay.
He ordered his men to bring the wood from the forest.
Okay.
When the army reached to the forest, there were people of the Bishnoi community. They refused them to cut the trees,
Other trees.
and the ladies they hugged the tree
Yes.
and they cut the people
Oh.
300 people, कितने लोग मरे थे सर? 363 people were killed in this saving the trees. And in the villages of the Bishnois community, if you enter, you see wildlife there. All the birds, animals, hiran,
Okay.
nilgai, they preserve them.
Okay. Same movement started again with Dr. Vandana Shiva.
Yeah.
Taranchal.
Yes.
Women also follow
Ji.
that